Woo! It is 2022. We are in the month of January, and we have our first fishing video of the year for TWI Fishing. It doesn't get much better than this, ladies and gentlemen. So, the whole goal of today's video is to first introduce the new year. I'm a couple months earlier than last year, which is always fantastic. And I'm going to talk about ice fishing a little bit, which is definitely something new for me. I haven't filmed any ice fishing in the past. I've probably only been ice fishing 8 or 10 times my whole entire life. It honestly really hasn't been something that I've been interested in the past. In the past, during winter, I would just relax, spend more time inside, watch a lot of videos, this and that. But last winter was kind of hard for me. I got bored fairly easily, and I kind of wanted something to satisfy that need to be outside while still enjoy it. So after having a couple good fishing experiences with some buddies ice fishing last year, I took it upon myself to get some gear for this year and do more ice fishing. So today I'm going to kind of show you some of the basic gear that I have that I feel like is some of the bare bone essential gear that you'll want for ice fishing. You're not going to really see any top of the line equipment. I kind of went with the probably super affordable, fairly cheap equipment, but it gets the job done, and based on the amount of ice fishing I'm going to do, I think it'll do the trick. So let's kind of check out some of the equipment I got, and then we'll get to some of the footage that I took from the pond today. Let's go. All right, so sadly, first of all, the light bulb in my garage has burnt out, and I haven't gotten the chance to replace it yet. So we're going to be doing this kind of, I don't know if you want to call this spy mode or weird mode, whatever the heck you want to call it. We're just going to do a little filming, showing you some of the equipment I got for the season. First thing that I got, or one of the new things I got this year, got a little sled here. It's Cabela's brand. There's a lot of different brands out there. I didn't really want to spend $100, $150 like a lot of the ones you got online. I saw Cabela's had a fairly reasonable one. I think this one was like 40, 50 bucks, and it has plenty of room for my bucket, my auger, my Spud Bar, and all that fun stuff. And it weighs 2-3 pounds. It's fairly lightweight, so that thing has definitely been nice, especially on the solo trips thus far. An essential. I think next year I'm gonna invest in a drill, an electric auger, but this little hand auger here, I think it makes an 8-inch hole. This sucker does the job for me. We're currently at about 8 inches of ice in central Iowa, so you get a decent workout with it. But yeah, that's the auger. As far as price points go, I think the sled, I don't know if I already said this or not, but I think the sled was 40 or 50 bucks, and the auger's probably another 50 bucks. So you got $100 already. I would say the next piece of equipment that most people know, or everybody should know, I guess, is having a good Spud Bar. So you can basically test the ice thickness early on in the season. I was a little hesitant about spending another $100 or sorry, another 50 bucks on this piece of equipment, not knowing how much I'd use it, but definitely seeing how much ice has increased over the past couple weeks, or how little there was the past couple weeks. It's been kind of essential for safety also. So Spud Bar, you're at about 150. Besides that, everybody, the two fishing rods I'm about to show you are about the cheapest ones you can honestly get. I think I got them from Shields last year, and I don't even think I went ice fishing last year, besides with my buddies twice. But I think these are two $10 combos, I want to say, from either Shields or Fleet Farm or something. But that's what I used today in my filming. I mean, as you'll see here, I did catch some bass and whatnot, but there are definitely better models than this. I definitely am going to be upgrading this as time goes on, but I feel like 2 rods is kind of a good balance for me. I know some guys like more, some guys, I guess most guys like more, but 2 rods is good for one person in my opinion for what I do. The buckets carry everything in. I mean, got a good old Lowe's bucket here. Very nice to store on the sled, super easy, super handy. Essentially got another little scooper here. I don't know how much these scoopers are nowadays. Has a good little measuring tape on it so you can tell how thick the ice is too, but that's probably another 15 or 20 bucks. So let's see, I'm trying to think if I missed anything else. Oh, the ice picks. Yes, Want to be safe on the water, especially since I do a good amount of fishing by myself. These ice picks could come in super handy someday, so there's another 15, 20 bucks, but definitely an essential one you want to invest in. So including the gear that I just showed you, I'd say I got maybe, I don't know, $250, $300 in on gear. And I feel like that's kind of the bare bone gear that an ice fisherman's gonna want to have. Maybe if you're only going to a small pond in your backyard or something, maybe you can just get by with a bucket and some ice fishing rods and you don't need the sled and this and that. But I feel like trying to save money here and there by just getting the basic brands, not getting anything super fancy, has definitely been nice for me and easier for me to spend the money on. I would say though, this Vexilar I got last year, this thing is flipping sweet. If it's an FLX12, as you can see there. I think I bought it off a guy on Facebook for like $250 or something. I mean, it was a little less than retail, but after seeing like how well my buddies worked last year and like how useful they can be on the water, I mean, I couldn't see myself going ice fishing seriously without having one of these suckers. So even though it is another couple $100, I feel like if you want to go out many times and be successful, I feel like the Vexilar or some other sort of equipment or an underwater camera is almost necessary. So again, depending how big of bodies of water you're fishing, if you're in ponds, you can probably get away with it without it. But I would say if you're fishing any sort of larger ponds or lakes or this and that, I would say you want some sort of electronic. So yeah, most of that equipment I bought this year, I didn't intend on spending a lot of money. I could have spent over $1,000 or $1,500 pretty easily, but based on what I'm going to use it for, this equipment's going to get me through the year and future years to come. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what some of that equipment is, just in case if you're kind of wondering what I used or what you need to just scrape by. So yeah, I think we're gonna cut to some of the footage from today, and then I'll get out some of the baits that were most successful for me. Let's check it out. Gosh, they're at the bottom and they want to come up. Come on, come on. Got him. What do we got? How big are you? What are you? Another Larry. I'll take that. That's who is down there. Oh, I got him. I got him. Got my little Larry. Got the guy on a spoon. Saw him down there for a while and finally got him. All right. See ya. Got him. Oh, he's really pulling. Holy Toledo. What do we got here? How big are you? It's a good one. It's a good one, I think. I'm not sure. He's fighting a lot. Come on. Come on. I'll take that. Got one on the chicken wrap. Got one. Got him. First drop down on the jigging wrap. All right, boys. Whew. All right, we'll get you back. See ya. Get it. Got him. Oh, he's pulling. How big a bass are you? I'll take that guy. Nice. On the hair jig.
Now he has to chase you.
little guy on the hair jig. All right. See you, bud. Come on, come on, come get it, come on. Come get it, come eat it. There he is, got him. On the hair jig. Jeez. Feisty little guys. They're not super big, but they sure are fun. I could do this all day. They'd let me. I'll take that little guy. All right, see ya. Come up, come on, come on. Got him. There we go. Finally, I got another one. Finally. That's an okay little guy. Just a little guy. There we go. Ooh, this is a little largemouth. That's another pretty largemouth on a little jig and wrap. All right, good combo. See ya, buddy. All right, so just to be fully transparent with everybody, this is not the first time I went ice fishing this year. It is my third or fourth time fishing, and the first 2 or 3 times I was out, I got skunked. That was 2 weeks ago when the ice was about 4 inches thick, but I actually went ice fishing 2 days ago and caught my first fish of the year. I ended up catching 3 largemouth. 2 of them were about 5 inches and the other one was probably a foot long. So I broke the ice a couple days ago. And today I decided to go to a different smaller pond pretty close to where I live at. I fished open water there, but I really haven't fished ice fishing there until today. So as you kind of could see from the video, the main bait that was honestly attracting these bass and kind of keeping those bass locked in the area was, I think I called it wrong in the video, but I think it's like an ultra wrap or a rip and wrap or something from Rapala. But as you can tell, that bait's pretty tiny, but I was just dangling that thing and shaking that thing, and before I know it, I would see the red lines come up on the Vexilar, and they would, I mean, I don't know how hard they hit the bait, because again, these rods are $10 rods and reels. I mean, not sensitive at all, but I was able to detect bites, and I think this got 75% of the bites today, so that was a key player. I also caught a couple, I think only one bass actually, on a little tungsten jig. I just have a little plastic on the back of there now, but I actually had a red worm on the back of it when I caught that fish. But I know a lot of guys have lots and lots of money, lots of dollars spent on their ice fishing tackle, but I'm gonna show you, this is my little ice fishing equipment right now. This is honestly all I got. I got some tungsten jigs right there. I got a couple spoons up there, which I actually ended up catching a bass or 2 on today. On that, there's like a pink one in there. You can't really see it, but there's a pink one. And then I just have some traditional ice jigs, a couple hair jigs. I actually caught a bass, and I had a couple other lookers on this little white and blue hair jig. I feel like it's probably a bait that not many other people fish through the ice, but what do I know? I've only been out there 3 times, so maybe everybody uses it on the lake, whatever. Anywho though, guys, those were kind of the hot baits for today, and yeah, super pumped that I actually ran into some fish, and I kind of know what to look for on the Vexilar right now. That brings the yearly total to 8 or 9 bass and 0 bluegill, but hopefully as time goes on, I'll run into some bluegill and crappie, because that's kind of the goal. Maybe even take a couple home, make some food, tasty tacos or something. But yeah, that's kind of a wrap on the first video of the year, everybody. Stay tuned. We will be doing some more ice fishing. Hopefully this coming weekend we'll get out a couple times, and hopefully I'll get some more footage for you guys. So as always, thanks for watching, everybody. TWI Fishing, checking out. See you next time.